What up, BMT fam? On tonight's episode, we're going to talk about polyamorous relationships. Are they like swinging, thruples, triads, something else? We're going to discuss this tonight. You know what? Let's just get into this. Hey, buddy, you got Puma on the mic.
You got Charles the Future.
You're the future, Charles, not them. They no longer matter.
And we got Bucky's on the ones and twos in the background, holding it down like he always does. Yes, it has.
Hey.
And tonight we got a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. What's going on? I'm Tyler Recesso.
Tyler in the house. Thank you so much for being here. We got some things to discuss with this man right here about our main topic, but we got a few things to talk about before we go into
The main topic.
The main topic of polyamorous relationships, which you happen to know a little bit about. You got some ideas. He has some ideas I want to share, but some things happened in the news in the past week. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened in this past week.
Sure has.
that everybody's talking about. Number one of the biggest ones
In
like-
the mega, I'm not mega,
in the manga
mega animation.
Manga.
anime.
Not
One of
mega.
the
Not mega, manga, right?
manga, yeah,
Manga.
not mega, not Mega Man.
Yeah.
Right. Akira Toriyama, the creator of things like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Saiyan, a whole bunch of other things, passed away this week, which is unfortunate.
It was.
It's crazy because it's one of those things like you don't really like who's that. For a lot of people, who's that, right? But the things that this man's created, the amount of people that actually follow this, is huge.
No.
I mean, I think you got some things.
I got something.
You want to share?
You proud of his toys?
I got. It's not toys. Action figures.
Well, you got to show it to the
to the
camera.
camera.
Show it to the camera right there.
Can you,
Yeah.
you make it closer?
No.
No,
I can.
not
but-
today.
Oh yeah, actually no. Put it in front of your face. Literally, put it in front of your face. Boom.
Boom, boom. What we got? We got Planet Arleo Vegeta right there.
It is.
Now, did you know that this little guy right here is a down payment on a car?
No.
It is.
Who we got there?
Wow.
Goku.
Goku.
Show that. Put it in front of your face.
I mean, I think that's better than your face,
Yeah, right.
right? And then you got he had something else that was
The Dragon Ball.
and the Dragon Ball. I don't know
And
if
the
it's gonna say.
drag. It's a circus ball.
It's not circus ball.
It's one of those things where the bears like go on top.
Stand
and-
on top of it. No, it's not.
No.
That's a down payment on the car right there?
Just this one.
Just
the bottom
that
one.
one.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if those who know,
No,
right?
yeah.
It's one of those things that if you know, you know. He's been doing it for what, 45 years?
He's up there.
Right? Like since 1983, he literally
Started.
doing the manga,
Yeah.
the writing, and I mean, how many episodes of Dragon Ball is there
Well, in
from the shows? If you can just kind of remember, I know because you're a bigger fan than probably all of
yeah.
us.
So Dragon Ball, just without the Z and the Super,
Yeah,
I guess it was probably 300.
300
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
episodes.
And the second
Right.
one, same thing again, around
And-
there too.
I mean, all the famous sagas. The what is it? The
The easiest to start with the Z,
yeah,
it started from the Saiyans.
the Saiyan saga,
The Saiyan saga. From there, they went to the Frieza,
the Frieza saga.
and from there they went to the androids,
Right.
and the androids went to the Cell,
The Cell. I heard that was a
Yeah.
good one.
and from there they went to Boo.
And the Boo.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, just a lot of history.
it is.
Unfortunately, he passed away. So I don't know all the projects he's gonna do, but condolences to his family and all the
Yeah.
fans out there. So
Wow.
yeah, that was big. You could.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to block
Block him.
Tyler here.
Tyler,
Well,
any,
I mean,
any,
this
any,
was-
any
this was-
thoughts on Dragon Ball Z?
No, brother. I'm not. That's
He's
not
not an
really my
anime guy.
world. Yeah, I don't know a lot about it.
Unfortunately, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I mean, I get it. It was cool manga,
Yeah.
but I never really got into it.
It's like
Yeah.
for me, the way I see it is Dragon Ball is one of those like foundational ones. Like there's Dragon Ball, there's
You
what's
mean foundation as far as watching manga?
yeah, it's like one of the biggest ones.
Oh, I mean,
Right.
because growing up, Akira was the biggest.
Yeah. So there's like Akira, there's I can't even remember all their names, man, but like
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah, technically.
Technically,
Yeah. Naruto, things like that. Obviously, it's expanded. There's like hundreds of different ones now, but those were like the biggest ones, right? Over the years. I mean, 45 years is a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's what happened. Now, other big stories that happened. If you've been checking out your ex, formerly known as Twitter, Ryan Garcia. Did you hear about this?
Damn, yeah.
Ryan, you heard about
I
this?
heard it.
You saw a little bit of y'all know a little bit about Ryan Garcia now.
Who's Ryan Garcia?
Who's Ryan Garcia?
He's
Charles?
a former boxer championship.
He's still a boxer. He's not a former boxer. He's a former champion.
Heavyweight or
No,
lightweight?
no. I think he weights about 145.
So featherweight.
No, it's
No,
not featherweight.
no.
No, lightweight.
No, it's a welterweight.
Welterweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he unfortunately lost his big fight with Gervonta Tank Davis
Last year, right?
Right? Did you get to watch that fight? No.
I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, but I heard it was
Yeah.
pretty good fight. But he lost. He was supposed to have another fight soon, wasn't he?
In summer, no?
In the summer. Do you remember with who?
No, I can't remember who's the next
I forgot his opponent.
next
Well,
opponent.
that's not the story, though. The story is not about his fighting,
No.
right? The story is that he had an interview with Tate talking about he kind of escaped Bohemian Grove.
Drops a bomb.
He drops now. See, here's the thing. The way he's talking about it, it's like he's talking about like it's fact
Yeah.
that he was tied up in the woods in Bohemian Grove. Now, if y'all don't know about Bohemian Groves, that's like that skull and bone shit. that Illuminati.
Yeah.
Where all these famous actors, politicians, presidents, like how many presidents were part of that?
I say most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I think you said something like, it's kind of like the Freemason kind of thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even know if we should be,
you know,
honestly, I don't even know if we should be talking about
Put a
this.
target on
I mean,
my
none of
head
these
here,
exist
you know?
anyway. This is all hearsay stuff.
Yeah, we don't believe in it.
They're all wonderful people.
They're all amazing people. Well, not
Listen,
by Ryan.
According to
listen,
Ryan.
Not
I understand
Ryan.
the conspiracy theories, but this is just not real. Period.
Can you prove it?
Yeah.
How?
Have you seen it?
Well, we're not allowed to go just to see it.
Nobody
That-
can.
Yeah,
Right?
so
it's
it's
no
not there.
cameras allowed.
Except for
So
Alex
it doesn't
Jones.
exist.
Alex Jones did
Managed to get through.
It's
Get in.
it's just like how people say that we fake landing on the moon. It's all fake anyway.
now.
And the Earth is
So
flat,
are you
right?
telling me that the powers that be don't have a secret society to find ways to control the masses? Because that's what's going on.
Nah. If you're in the mindset that there's somebody there that's controlling the masses and you, then you have a weak mind.
Did somebody just knock on the door?
It sounds like it.
You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Shit. Maybe we should go to a different topic.
Yeah. FBI, open up.
That's the way I look at it. Is if you believe in stuff like that, I mean, I just feel and you feel like somebody else is controlling over you, over yourself, over your intelligence, over your being,
Right.
then you must be a weak person.
Well, here's the thing: you're a weak person, but you're giving up your freedom
I'm not giving up
Yeah,
anything.
but you're giving up your freedom
to be famous.
to be famous, to make a lot of money, to have
Right.
success. I mean, that's what people are basically selling,
That's what
supposedly
they're
selling their
selling
souls to gain success.
So if this podcast becomes over the top successful, you're going to be part of that.
No.
Why not?
Why am I going
You're
to sell?
successful. That's that point I'm trying to make.
But do you
It's
want
Yeah,
to sell
but
your
the
soul?
thing is, you're going to them too. You can
Right.
become automatic successful, versus you build it with the time going on.
Yeah, nah, it just makes no sense to me.
It
Sorry.
sure does.
Like logically, it doesn't work. In
Well,
my brain,
what-
it doesn't work.
What Ryan has said that happened to him is he was at Bohemian Grove. He was tied up in the woods, because this is in the woods in Northern California, and then he was subjected to watching some vile things, some child prong, things like that, twisted stuff, and then he basically couldn't handle it, and he said, "You know what? No, I'm gonna try to talk
out.
about this."
Didn't they say something like they were going to hang him on a cross after he said, like,
If he said
I'm
anything.
not gonna, yeah, if he said anything, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the crazy part, because just the other day, just like yesterday or the day before, all his socials were taken down.
Dang.
Got wiped out, huh?
His Insta, his X, his everything that he was posting on he wasn't allowed to get on it anymore. Like how does it just all of it get shut down?
Right.
Like he got silenced.
Right.
Right. And then there was a weird post on there saying that he that something bad's gonna happen, that you got to watch out now, and there was gibberish and things like that, and people thought that
But see, logically thinking about this, if there was a rumor or conspiracy theory about someone talking negative about a being or whatever you want to call it,
an organization, or whatever,
and they get cut off like automatically, that's just too suspicious. It's just like that doesn't mean what I'm trying to say is like, why would they put that? Why would that happen if they're trying to keep it a secret? You know what I mean?
Or is it so suspicious that they can think they would never do that? So it's just him doing it. It's like that reverse psychology.
Right,
right? I don't know. Because I think the fact of the matter is that he's like, I don't know the story, so forgive me, but like the whole thing is, the way I look at it is probably putting out misinformation, because like there's a lot of people that put misinformation out.
That's true.
Like we all have, everything we talk about is all subjective, but then if you get to a certain point that can affect other people or hurt other people, then there's probably a reason why it's been taken down.
So did you guys hear about, Bucky being tied up in Bohemian Grove? He's not allowed to talk about this.
He's not allowed to.
Hey, Bucky.
That was willing.
That was what.
We don't know what you do. We don't know what you do on your spare time, but keep it to yourself on this one. Speaking of boxing, big fight just got announced this week.
Where's it going to happen?
Well, first of all, what's the fight? Where are you asking about where it's going to happen?
Where's it going to happen? It's probably going to happen in Vegas.
No, I already know where it's going to happen.
Where? Wait, don't even say where.
Texas.
Okay.
Texas.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did say Texas.
Arlington.
All right.
How many people are?
Okay, we still haven't told people.
Do you
want to tell the people who the fight is? Because that's the most important thing.
Sorry.
Who's going to be on the fight?
Wait, where in
Jake
Texas?
Paul.
Jake Paul versus
Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike Tyson. What did you think about when you heard this fight announced?
Ooh, Mike Tyson's gonna whoop his ass.
You know,
Right?
That's what I thought.
At first, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, you didn't even believe the story when he told you.
But then when I saw Mike Tyson say, "I'm gonna kick your ass," I was like, "Yeah."
And then Jake Paul is going to go down. It's going to go down the first round.
Listen. It's a 30-year gap, right? It's a 30. They're 30 years apart.
He's 57 years old. He's 27 years old. I believe.
27.
Yeah, it's a big gap.
Yeah, it's a big gap. So
Yeah.
I mean, but Mike Tyson trains every fucking day, and he's in great
Dude, you
shape.
see his videos of him
Yeah.
training? He's a freaking beast.
Right.
Yeah.
I would not want to fight
No.
Mike Tyson, even if he was 97 years old.
Jeez.
Hopefully he won't bite somebody's, anything out.
That's true.
Yeah, he has learned already some lesson from the past.
There you go.
Or if Jake Paul successfully gets him in the right position, he'll probably quit.
Well, that's because that's what he was asking. Is this a real fight
Or exhibition.
or is it exhibition?
Yeah, exhibition.
So, do you think it's more for entertainment purposes than like
I see
who's
more
stronger?
entertainment.
I mean,
Right.
if it was Vegas, I would say it's more
Entertainment?
like entertainment, but like
It's out of
in
the.
Arlington, Texas. That's kind of
It's not Vegas.
Right?
that's kind of
A
a
little bit.
that's kind of a
But
weird
I also
venue.
can see, and here's the other the big thing. It's not even on a pay-per-view. Anybody can watch it if
It's on
you
YouTube,
have.
right?
No, it's on Netflix.
Netflix, huh?
First time on Netflix.
Yeah.
So Netflix has what? 280 million subscribers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worldwide. I mean, that's huge.
That's
But I
gonna
think
get
they're gonna make
watched.
more money in the stadium. I heard they go sell the tickets like $600 a ticket
for
Like
the nosebleeds.
Yeah,
Up to
Damn.
like thousands of
Yeah.
dollars for front row and
yeah.
things like
So
that, right?
we sell them again.
I don't know how big the arena is. I don't know if it's the big arena where I'm thinking. But either way, it's
Who's
a big
not
deal.
gonna watch that? I'm
Yeah, like-
everyone's gonna watch that.
I kinda-
It's a big.
I want to
ticket
see
item.
Jake Paul get knocked down. I mean, it's Mike, right?
I mean, if
Right.
Jake Paul wins, his prime stock is going to go up. Prime his drink.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
Well, but in a way, I kind of feel like it's kind of a no-win situation because if he wins, he just beat up an elderly
Right.
senior citizen,
Yeah.
right?
Senior citizen.
57 is not a senior yet, right?
It is.
It is.
Is
It
it?
is.
56 and
No,
a half?
55. When you go to IHOP, they consider you a senior. I know.
So
Nice.
because he's a senior.
No,
So
no, but when you're 55, IHOP will treat you like a senior.
right, okay, so
All right.
and if he
senior
loses, an old man just kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Right. Be it the most badass old man of all time, but still an older man.
I don't see it either way coming out good for Jake Paul.
No, I mean except for whatever
Hold on.
money he's getting up front for
Well,
Netflix.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You think Netflix is bringing Mike Tyson's Punch Out back?
Nice.
They say Netflix. I meant
classic.
Nintendo. What
You
the
meant
hell?
Nintendo.
Holy crap!
I was with you. I got you.
Yeah,
Maybe. Why would it? I mean, like
because
an
they
updated version.
Yeah, because remember they took. It used to be Mike Tyson's Punch
Yeah.
Out.
Who was
and then he did something. What was Vanessa Williams? Who was it that he was dating? That he hit her, and then they
Oh,
took him off.
Oh, the
and
Nintendo.
it became Punch Out.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite games. It was so
It was
fun.
the girl from
Classic.
21 Jump Street. Forgot her name.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Name.
It
Not
wasn't
Vanessa Williams.
not Vanessa Williams.
Someone famous.
God damn.
Robin Williams. Just kidding.
Making up stuff in down the road.
I know who you're talking
Robin
about.
Gibbons.
Robin Gibbons.
Givens.
I was close. Hey, Robin Williams is like.
All right, you were close.
Were you really?
Yeah, it's Robin Gibbons.
Okay.
Robin Gibbons. There you go.
All right, let's move on.
No, wait. Okay, so yeah, we are gonna move on. Well, see, I had a point and you threw me off by that, but it's all right. Who cares?
Catch it.
Catch the Dragon Ball. I choose you. Wait, that's the wrong. That's the wrong anime. Anyways, okay. That's what. So, are you? Who do you think is gonna win for sure? What's your bet on?
Bet on what round? Oh, they're going the distance.
Are we gonna go that far?
Yes.
I think Mike Tyson in 2.
Wow.
2 rounds.
I mean, I'm only giving Jake Paul a benefit of the doubt because he's not bad.
I mean, he's been.
I mean, he's a
boxer.
fighter. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
He's been
is,
training.
Yeah.
He's not.
But Mike
The
Tyson.
joke.
But Mike Tyson has. I think. I mean, physically, he's probably. I mean, he's still fucking. He's still great in shape. Like, I don't know. I must. Yeah, I don't.
Mike in 2.
Mike in 2.
All right.
So, in my opinion, if it's just exhibition, they're going to the distance. But it's not exhibition, like probably like 4 rounds of 5, the most. If there's like a real fight,
Who wins?
Mike.
It's a good question because Mike he could be in the game for the show,
Yeah.
like and want to
Yeah.
go the distance,
Yeah.
to make it entertaining, or he can come out like he wants
the
to
old
prove
days,
something, like
yeah.
the old days, and like I'm just gonna break this fool.
Mhm.
And if he came out like that, I'd say 1 or 2.
Wow.
But unless he's wanting to make it nice for
Yeah.
everyone and
But
make it a show,
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but how did this come about?
I just think Jake Paul is a master promoter. He knows what the people want to see. I mean, he's picked the opponents he's picked were famous people from like MMA, right? I think other famous like sports people.
It's
right?
been happening a while because people
Yeah.
have been asking who will fight, who will win, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
People will be picking
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
I mean, the biggest
the
name
new
you'd have-
generation will be saying, "Oh,
Right.
Jake Paul, okay, that's the new person. They seen the star."
which is why I think if it is an exhibition that's staged,
Yeah.
Jake Paul's going to win.
Oh yeah,
But it's going to go the distance because they
Distance.
want to make it a
Entertainment.
entertainment fight.
entertainment.
So
do
that's
you think,
that's my
do you
prediction.
think Mike Tyson with his gravitas in his name, he's gonna allow him to lose?
no.
Is
like,
that about? He won't be losing.
Even if it's an expedition, you think
Expedition. They're going on a trip
That's
to the Amazon. Hey, I got him. I got him for
Yeah.
you. I got him for you.
starting to talk Charlese?
Yeah.
Chinese up in this show,
But
right?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
would he put his name up in that?
Oh, it depends what they wrote the contract.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, because like I think he's just too proud to like have.
I think at the end of the day, it's all about the money, bro. It's
At the
all
end
about
of the day,
He's getting paid. And he's
At least he loses
and I
his
guarantee-
mind and he goes insane.
I guarantee they're making more than any other boxing match in the history. Probably top 5.
So you think they're gonna be better in Las Vegas? Who's gonna win?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a fight.
bringing out Mike Tyson's big
Yeah.
bucks.
I mean, the big that
dollars.
fight between Mike and Roy Jones was a big thing.
But it was
couple
a
years
big
ago.
exhibition. That one they went to
Yeah.
the distance.
Yeah. And Mike won.
Yeah.
That's what they said. So, there you go. Yeah, either way, I'm excited. Hopefully we get a good, clean fight.
What is the
Nobody
date?
gets hurt, right?
When is the date?
Ooh, it's in July. That's
July.
all I know. Or June. It's in the summer.
Yeah.
So get ready to watch that. But let's dive into tonight's main topic.
Hold on.
Wait, you got something else?
Yeah,
Oh, now he's going to pause me. You're going to pause me now.
I do gotta pause you.
Okay, why
How many
not?
times has Tyler been here?
What do you mean?
How many times has he been on the podcast?
This is the first time ever.
And what do we do with first timers?
Oh my God, I
Oh,
forgot.
we're
We can't
skipping.
go to the main topic.
We're skipping.
I did skip something.
Jesus.
Oh shit! We got to, guys. We have to spin the wheel. Okay.
Jesus.
Hey, because we warmed him up pretty good. I'm already warmed up. I want to. He has so many good things to say, but you know what? Before we get into that,
Gotta
we do a
spin
little
that
game with
wheel.
new guests. You are correct. First time guests have to spin the wheel, right? So I don't know.
Let's do it.
Can you hold it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead and spin. What do we land on? I can't see. Don't say shots.
What's Torb? Tord. Who wrote this? Tord. Oh, truth or dare?
Truth or dare? It's what truth or dare. That was you who wrote these things. So truth or dare? It's truth or dare is a good question. Okay, so it's a truth or dare question.
Truth.
Okay, well okay, go for it.
No, the
I'm
cards.
gonna ask you the question.
Oh boy, here we go.
What are the questions?
They're in your hand. Let's tort them up.
That's Tord.
Toward.
Okay, fine. All right,
All right, Bucky.
Truth or dare? You chose truth. What are red flags when you go out with someone?
Ooh,
Red flags when I go out with someone.
yeah. So if you're on a first date, right? What is
Sure.
Let's do a first date.
There's a million of them.
There's
that
a
you're
million one,
looking
but like one. Well, obviously you
Well, that's an interesting question
you've
for the
been out a
topic
few
tonight,
times?
right?
might have gone out with somebody
you
once
know
or
what's
twice.
funny? Okay, I heard this. This is a great question. Asking someone on a first date. So I guess this ties in, but asking them, is there another person who thinks they're in a relationship with you? And depending on that answer would be a major red flag. Is there
Oh.
someone else out there who thinks they're in a relationship?
So do
with
I
you?
have competition?
Yeah, or or are you like, how many boyfriends do you have?
I mean,
Or how
I
many
think,
guys
I
do
mean,
you bring along?
obviously, like one of those, the answers should be, no, you're the only one,
Right,
baby. You're the only one,
right.
baby. He's like, well, I was dating this person. I mean, we've only been married for 5 years, and but we're not together.
Is there anyone else who thinks they're in a relationship
Yeah.
with you? Yeah. So
And
that would-
and how they answer that could be a
right.
major
Could be
red
a
flag.
Major red flag.
That's a good point. You know what? Next time anybody
in
goes on a
today's
date,
culture, you know.
you have you
Fair
kinda have
question
to
to ask.
You gotta know what's up.
Oh, so you don't ask how many followers you have,
No, not
or
interested.
what your OF?
Oh, F. Jeez.
No, those are red flags though. Like I said, lots of red flags
Yeah,
to choose from.
that's a good one. That's
Let's
a good
try one more spin.
One more
for
spin.
luck.
We got 2 spins. 2 spins requirement. Don't say shots.
It's the same one we had earlier.
It's a Torb again. Next one. You can't. No repeats.
All right, that's better. Well, would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather find true love today or win the lotto next year?
Oh. You know what? I think you have a romantic heart. Or win the lotto next year. Now, we didn't say how much you're going to win, but you're going to win something.
Depends on what you want your lifestyle to look like.
Yeah.
Let's go true love today. We'll be nice. We'll say something fun.
Really?
I call
Really?
bullshit.
Really?
I call
Yeah,
bullshit.
I know.
Bullshit.
After this conversation, you really? You gonna
Yeah,
say
no,
that?
no. We'll go lottery.
Okay, so
So 1 year
$1?
from now.
Let's go build businesses, build empires.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you can buy true love.
All the true love will come running after you.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I mean, true love is everywhere else but where we are. If you got a passport, you know where to get it.
I guess that's true. What do you think, Charles?
If I had to pick,
Yeah.
I'll take the lotto.
God, you guys are not romantics here. I would choose the lotto. Well, you know what?
Well, here's the thing: you can find true love during the year. And don't tell you're rich because you're totally rich, and then you screw yourself.
You know, when I'm on the beach in Cancun and I'm just after I won the lotto, maybe true love will come to me.
Are you gonna be in your speedos?
I don't need it. I don't need it tomorrow. I could wait a year or 2 or 10 years.
That's what I'm saying.
You agree, Bucky?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, you know, finding that person. Is,
but what if it's your soulmate that's gonna be?
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
If you let me answer the damn question.
So what? Okay, what? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Let me speak.
If you find that one person,
Yeah.
you know, of course, that's gonna be the one person, but it's gonna be after you win the lottery the year later.
Yeah. So you just pray that you're gonna find it even after. But you can guarantee that soulmate who got your your back through thick and thin.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful though, because you know they gotta be true love and your soulmate, or else they're just there for the money.
That's the tough part.
Culture we live in.
That's the tough part.
Culture we live in.
That is true.
Yeah.
Make sure your damn name is not on your name.
Yeah.
On your parents.
Your dead name?
No,
What?
your like say you have all the stuff you build up, your empire. You don't want to have it in your name.
Yeah, you put it in your LLC, your company,
Your DBA.
your DBA,
So just in case you do get married, you don't get stripped out.
Charles Incorporated, INC.
Charles.
All right. Hey, good answers. Good answers. I like those.
Bravo,
Yeah.
bravo.
Hey, he survived. He survived spin the wheel. Okay. Now, are you okay, Bucky? No. You have to go?
Yeah.
You have to go now? Do it now.
Yeah.
What chat? For
All right.
30
right on.
seconds. Go for it. Go.
A few moments later.
He spun the wheel and we landed on shots.
Shots. So it's your fault that we're drinking tonight.
I'm so sorry. So sorry, gentlemen.
He's not really sorry.
Not sorry
Sorry, not
at
sorry.
all.
I
Sorry,
mean,
not
this is
sorry.
his water anyway, so
Oh, I need a chase. Do we have a chase?
no.
Bartender.
We don't do chasers here. We're men.
Straight
We're men.
Okay.
Hold on.
While you're up, get one more.
Muchos gracias,
No, just him.
señor.
There you go.
Future, you're taking a long time.
Yeah.
Good looking out, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, take that.
Solid, thank you.
There you go. All right. To a nice spin the wheel, and to another great show.
Cheers. John.
Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers out there.
Salud,
Salud.
from across the way.
I hate you, Charles,
I didn't mean to.
because you caused him to spin the wheel.
I know.
And that. Okay.
So glad I have so much
Food.
bread here.
Okay. That being said, that was. I feel much better actually. I feel really good.
I can't see, so you're gonna have to read it.
Which leads us to tonight's main topic of polyamory relationships. Which can you please define what is a polyamorous relationship?
What is it?
Yeah.
Polyamory, or consensual non-monogamy, is the practice of having multiple intimate relationships, whether sexual or just romance.
Yeah.
With the full knowledge and consent of all parties involved.
Correct.
Hold on.
Oh, there's
Not
more.
done.
There's more.
It is generally not gender specific,
Mm-hmm.
and anyone can have multiple partners of any gender. So,
Correct. So it could be 3 women, 3 men, 2 women, 1 man.
All right.
Or 2 men, 1 woman. Right. It's the combination, but the key thing is consenting between all parties,
All parties.
involved. Right. So you're exclusive to those that you're dating, right? That you're with.
Does quid pro quo matter?
I mean, it depends on the terms of this polyamorous relationship.
I mean,
That
it's
could be.
consensual, but it's still quid pro quo. All
I
right, go on.
consent. I consent
So-
for you to pay for me.
So my first bullet point, if you will,
Okay,
is
yes.
it moral?
Is it moral?
Big question.
Yeah, it's a big question because you got to think about it in a sense, like moral to who,
I was
right?
gonna say completely subjective.
Right.
It is definitely
Yeah.
subjective, but because there's multiple beliefs in this room, just kind of curious. How do you feel about it?
Well, if you're like practicing Catholic Christian, they would say no,
Non-moral.
non-moral. If you're what is it? Who lives in Utah?
Which one?
If you're a Mormon,
Oh, Mormon.
then
There's okay.
Yeah.
then yes,
Right.
perfectly.
What was it?
perfectly
What was it?
moral.
Doesn't the
okay.
Mormons marry them or just have them?
marry them.
Marry them. He has multiple wives.
yeah.
Multiple
Yeah,
wives,
yeah.
right?
Right.
If you don't believe in anything, well, then that's
Atheist.
it. It depends on the couple.
Whatever they're feeling.
The reason for me to believe that morally it's fine is as long as it's consenting, right? That's the key word in all that you just said. Is everybody consent? Everybody okay with the terms of the relationship? And if you're okay, I mean, I believe the heart is able to love more than one person, or be with more than one person at a time.
Yeah, I agree.
Other people might.
That's a loaded question.
Other people might say you're
That's
gonna
a
go to
loaded
be. You
question.
might go to hell. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
You're gonna
certainly.
burn in the flames of Lake Minnetonka.
Oh,
No more.
No more shots.
No more
for this.
shots.
No more shots.
when you landed,
Ooh.
Would you rather?
you rather?
So yeah, definitely. What did you think about this, Bucky? Because you're the one that presented that
Yes.
question.
Well, I mean, honestly, I did it to troll Charles, but at the
But
same
here's the
time,
thing. Like,
at the
see,
same time, it is a loaded question because like there are people, that are religious that tend to forget about the religion to do something like
Yes.
this. You know what
but
I
the
mean?
thing is, like, say you had an opportunity to have that position. What your parents will think about it.
Mm,
You, like, say
My
you,
parents,
yeah.
I mean, I don't normally include my parents in my relationships. It's
but
kinda weird.
like, say that they found out you were doing that.
I mean, I have no idea. To be honest with you,
That's a good question. Yeah. So-
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I've never had that opportunity. But like at the same time,
But on top of your head, what do you think they go tell you?
Answer.
I,
Twist your
I know,
arm.
I know, right? I
Twist your arm, bro.
I mean, my half of my family are hardcore Catholics, so I'm sure they're gonna like.
They go
not-
blast
yeah.
you.
But at the same
The
time,
holy power
same
command
time-
you.
let me speak. But at the same time, my family's pretty progressive, so
That's good.
mostly, I mean, it might be. I mean, they love no matter what, so it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Coming from guest speaker,
Yeah.
might be a surprising answer.
What's that?
I'd go non-moral.
Really?
Yeah.
And you say this.
We can discover that maybe in some of the questions.
Okay.
But I,
Yeah.
But I would say, yeah, I would go with non-moral. Yeah.
Okay.
Throw my 2 cents into the hat.
Absolutely, because we need to hear we need to hear from the guests. So yeah, you can see it.
But-
there's a lot of ways to look at this.
Yeah.
I,
Highly subjective.
exactly, which means that I don't think there's any 100% right answer for this, right?
Yeah.
It's just what you might.
No, I mean,
believe.
it's literally 2024, dude. Everybody does what they need to do.
Right. You can self-identify as a dog and whatever you want kind of now. So, so there's a lot that goes these days.
There's a lot that goes, yeah.
Hey, liberals.
Puma. You hear them? Liberals.
Come on, kill me.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
Ooh, goodness gracious! All right, what else we got?
What's the difference between dating two people than swinging?
Swinging, in
Yeah.
my opinion, that opens it up for multiple different sexes being involved.
Yeah.
Orgy,
I-
pretty much, no?
Right. That's kind of my thoughts. I don't know. I'm not a pro on that one, but
But polyamory and swingers are two different things because
Correct.
you have a relationship and the other thing is more of
right.
a act and a pleasure.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Because there's things like open relationships also, which is not polyamory, by the way.
No.
It's completely different. Open relationships is when you're like, you can even be married to somebody, but you can also state that, you know what, you can have side pieces, right? As long as they don't know about each other, as long as they keep it separate, you can go have sex with whoever you want to, but you're gonna be married.
Well,
to
I
me.
mean,
Right.
that's
I
an
don't-
open relationship.
An open relationship, but I mean, I don't think they're not allowed to tell them. I think they have to tell them.
No, everything's up in the open. Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go meet this
that's
person,
out
or
in
meet
the
this
open,
person.
right.
But it's not like you don't let it affect
Yeah, you
the
don't,
marriage
no,
or
because,
the relationship.
Because at the end of the day, you're going home to the person that you love.
Right.
Right.
Whereas swingers is you're a couple, and you're gonna go
Have an orgy.
have sex with another couple.
Share your partner with
Yeah,
somebody
you
else.
could
Right.
switch partners. You can have foreplay. I mean, there's a lot of ways this can delve
crazy.
into. I mean, hey,
really
y'all out
opens
there, Y'all some freaks. Y'all some
You're
freaks.
sick.
But see, there we go. We're going back to social norm, calling them freaks.
No, I didn't mean like they're bad freaks. I mean,
No,
like,
I'm not saying you.
I
I'm
wanna
not
get-
saying. I'm not
let's
saying
get
that, but
freaky.
some people might think it that way.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true. That's true.
But then you're thinking of a social norm,
Yeah.
which people, like I said, we're all human beings. We all like experiment. We all do things, and like, come on,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a free country, damn it. Well, for now.
Kind of.
Right?
For now.
The one thing I can say with a lot of these
Topics.
these things that were mentioned about swinging and open relationships, again, you have to consent to that with your partner, right? But I think with a polyamorous relationship, it's those, like, say 2 or 3 people
Right.
consent to each other, and each other only is usually
Right.
like the basis of that relationship,
Yep.
right? So,
Agreed.
I
okay,
agree.
yeah, there you go.
So if you're in that type of relationship, I mean, how long does it last? 5 to 8 years, maybe.
Well, I
I
mean,
think that's what the average is.
That's-
So,
That's
I mean-
what I googled. I don't, or you googled it. Or someone?
He did.
Yeah.
He
Nice.
did.
I did.
he studied. Okay, so yeah, you looked
Because
it up.
like I said, it can last forever. You will get tired being the 3 people yelling at you at the same time. Like, how come you're not here? How come you paying attention on her only, not me?
Yeah, I mean, there's layers, right?
Yeah.
To like how these relationships go.
It sounds fun, but I'm pretty sure down the road you are gonna get
So
exhausted.
the average that you found statistically at these type of relationships
Yeah.
last is about 5 to 8 years.
Yeah.
Now the reason why Tyler's with us is because he was actually in a polyamorous relationship.
I was
You were-
in.
Like you were deep in it. Like how? But now, how long did it last for you? Because you were mentioning this earlier.
Let's see. Close to actually 3 years
From when you got to know them,
from when I got to know them
Till, like,
the
it
end of
finished,
things.
until
Yeah.
it was
Should we-
over.
About a
Should we
3
show
year.
what they look like?
Yeah.
You want to share? Yeah. Is that okay
Sure.
with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, so that's
Andrea
who.
and Lady.
So that's who you were in a polyamorous relationship with, Andrea and Lady. Man, very beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, they're all right to look at.
they're all right. They're nice. They're friendly. Nice.
They're friendly, sure.
She's a nice lady.
Whoopsies.
What was that?
Whoopsies.
We have technical difficulties. So 3 years. I mean, a little bit supposedly less than maybe the norm, but
yeah.
it was a long time.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It was a while.
Yeah.
It was a
I
wild
mean,
ride,
I
too.
definitely want to get into like how this started, but I'm sure we're gonna hit some of these on these bullet points.
Absolutely.
What else do you got for us, Bucky? I know he's. I don't know if I put him in the right order.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what's after what you just said.
Yeah.
To, like kind of follow up with it. And so how do you balance being with 2 people? Is it tiring?
Exhausting. Yeah. I mean,
so I'm pretty sure the first year was fun, right? It was
first
exciting.
year, yeah, exactly.
Well,
I mean, it's
anything new.
Yeah.
right?
honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
right?
honeymoon phase,
Everything's
right?
new. Everything's crazy.
Oh,
Everything's
right.
I have a
fun.
question. Maybe I don't know if I know this or not, but did they have kids
Yes, one of them had a little 5-year-old.
with you?
Not mine, but in the house with us. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you were the daddy?
We made sure to draw lines that I wasn't daddy, but
But you were daddy.
I was. Yeah.
No, don't put words in his mouth. Hey, don't lead the witness. You led the witness there,
Don't lead
Bucky.
Oh man.
Are
There
you my
was-
daddy? Wait, how do you say it in Spanish?
She's
Papi?
No,
Papi?
How do you say "Are you my daddy" in Spanish?
Eres mi padre.
But, yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay, so
Okay,
then,
okay.
so okay. The question whenever we started discussing this is like, how did this happen? It's not. Did you knowingly like say I'm looking for two women I want to be with?
I just woke up one day and I'm like, I want to have multiple wives.
Right, right.
That's
I
not
mean,
how it went down.
no, that's not how it went down, right?
No.
So you weren't actually looking to
No,
have a relationship.
was not. Well, yeah, I wasn't looking for that.
Right.
So it was more like an accident.
Happy accident.
Absolutely, yeah.
Happy accident,
Yeah,
apparently.
I mean,
it starts like every great story starts. I went to Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, like how,
Just vacation.
just vacation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how every great story I think starts.
Right.
But, yeah.
So you were, was it just like a vacation that you
Yeah,
were on?
bro. Just me, just going down. I was like,
How long were you there for? You?
I think I went down that first trip.
Yeah.
I think I was down there for like almost 2 weeks.
Oh,
So that's a long.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
Yeah.
nice long vacation.
Yeah.
Normal, what is it, like 5 days you go for a vacation?
5 to 7 days
Yeah.
is like an average vacation. So you were there for 2 weeks. So
Yeah. I went down to go just hang out. Have
yeah.
fun.
So you were like, let me go to Cancun and go to the beach.
That's right.
Relax.
You know what? I'm looking for some company.
Yep.
And then, how did you? What did you look?
Like a lot of people do. You just hop on Tinder, I'm like, let's go find someone to hang out with, go have dinner with, go
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
Start swiping right.
Yeah.
Matched up with Andrea,
Yeah.
and
How long you got to respond right when you got the
pretty quick. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, pretty quick. Yeah, it didn't take too long.
long day?
That's kind of how it works, right? Like,
Right.
you swipe and they like it. They say yes, and you're like, okay.
So we just start rapping out a little
Yeah.
bit together, and I'm like, let's go to dinner and hang out.
Yeah.
And she hits me up, and she's like, yeah, of course, sounds good. And then she's like, hey, can my cousin come? Now, come to find out later on, it's not really her cousin. but
Right.
I'm like, well, who's your cousin? So she sends some photos
Yeah.
of lady over,
Yeah.
and I'm like, absolutely.
Wait.
Yeah, for
what
sure.
Was what was the photo that he sent? I don't know.
which one? There?
The first
Yeah.
one,
Yeah. So,
Andrea's
so
on
she's
the
like,
left.
this is me, and then this is my cousin,
Right, on
quote
the right.
unquote.
Yeah,
Do you want to
yeah.
have dinner with us? And you're
Yeah,
like,
can my cousin come? I'm like, hell yeah, your cousin can come. Sure.
yeah. And
Sounds
you go on this little
Wow.
dinner date.
Uh-huh.
They come and just hit it off.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah.
So, so from that dinner, we all hit it off. Like,
Right.
we all had a great time together.
Right.
And basically, for the rest of my stay, I kicked it with them.
Right.
Then comes the rings, yeah.
And then you marry them.
and then I marry them. So, yeah, we all kicked it off, and it was awesome.
Right.
So, like, we had a ton of fun.
But obviously there was a 2 week. It was like it was
Yeah, I was there
it was
for
an
a
end
while.
date. It was an
Right.
end date to this.
right.
So you could have just been like, okay, had fun,
I'm
bye, peace out. But
What is the
that's
word?
not how the story
What was
is.
the word? We had a topic of fling.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
Fling,
fling.
fling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
summer love,
Summer's love.
summer
No,
love. We
I
had a-
fell in love, bro. I mean, as soon as I saw them, obviously their beauty,
Yeah.
right? Like, damn.
right.
And I was like, how do I keep this?
Yeah.
Like, how do I
Yeah.
Balance this,
continue this? This is awesome.
Right.
And and then obviously we had like a great time. We're laughing.
Right. So you were able like, okay, well, let's stay in contact. Obviously, after you had to go home. And,
Yeah, like we just hit it off like epically.
yeah.
And so after that first trip, I went back home. We remained in contact. They were hitting me up on WhatsApp. We would do like video calls and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I'm like, let's go again. So I hit them up,
Yeah.
and I was going to Cancun that first year. I was going to Cancun like every other month.
Wow, man.
And I
Hey.
would fly them from Colombia.
Oh, because they're not from Mexico, by the way.
No, yeah,
we
these
didn't
are-
mention they're not even from Mexico.
Colombianas.
The Colombianas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See. So,
Took him 3 years to say that.
He learned a lot.
See.
That's-
See me more.
that's all you really need. Yeah. See me more.
No. The word you have to learn is no.
No.
It's for dad.
It's very He's good. He's good. So you guys kept this going.
yeah, we kept it going. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was going down like every other month, and then I was flying them out there from Colombia, and
Yeah.
we'd go down and party for a week or whatever, a couple
Yeah.
weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was just a dope connection. Like we all three like had just a great
Right.
time together.
So it ended up like growing and building.
Right.
Like you actually started building a relationship with these women.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so through WhatsApp and just keeping in touch there, and then the trips to Cancun. I actually I went out to Bogota. I went out to
Yeah.
Colombia for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
3 months?
Yeah.
God,
That's
damn.
a long.
So I stayed out there for a
Yeah.
while, and within that first year, it was like somewhere at the midpoint. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm I'm gonna come cruise out to you guys.
Yeah.
And it was dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love, and I'm like, okay, this is epic.
Right.
Like, I want this.
Yeah.
So, you know, you kind of asked the first question of like, did you have in your mind like you wanted to have like some sort of threesome? I had never pictured that for myself.
Right. Yeah, because that's where this conversation
Right.
comes.
It
Like-
wasn't like I woke up and I'm like, this is what I want for my life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's what I fell into, and I'm like, this is super dope. So
Yeah.
let's keep this going.
Yeah. And they were just on board.
Yeah.
They're like, you know,
Wedo is cool. We
Wedo,
like it.
Wedo is cool, man. That's
Wedo's cool.
What,
Yeah.
what were their ages?
At that time, 26 and 27.
so they're adults.
Yeah.
They're
It's not something weird. No, they're
right.
a lot older. They knew what they wanted. They
They weren't like they're 18 and they're not
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
very
no.
start of life.
Right, no.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. That's
And
great.
I was like, whatever it's gonna take, I need to figure out a way to make this
Yeah.
happen. This is tight.
And then that's how he ended up eventually getting them to say,
Yeah.
come here to the States with you.
Right.
Okay.
So with that question, who
Yep.
were you closer to?
Oh.
Oh.
He doesn't want to answer that one right now.
Were you closer to one or the other? Or
No,
did you-
it's actually a really good question, man. And like the truth of it is, they're both really different personalities, and so I loved them. I liked them equally because they're both super different.
Yeah.
One was like the spicy, like fighter one, you know. The other one was like the really soft, like sleeps with a teddy bear every night, like, you know.
Oh, you call yourself a teddy bear?
Hey.
So
Oh yeah.
Fuck you, teddy bear.
Sorry, we had it.
nice.
It's a classic one.
That's a classic one.
Yeah, no, they were like
Yeah.
they were super different. So yeah, I mean, I was into them both pretty equally for
Yeah.
different reasons.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. So did you have rules?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like-
obviously, you know,
Yeah.
dude, I mean, we've all been in relationships with just one person. Even with one person, you have to have your rules, your boundaries. right?
Yeah.
Did you guys have in this like 3-person whatever, right? Polyamorous relationship, did you have rules that you had to establish?
We did.
Yeah.
It was pretty simple, pretty easy to follow. No other dudes.
Yeah.
Like that was my rule. So
That's it. Go do whatever you want, have fun.
right. Let's
Yeah.
all, you know, come enjoy America. Let's
Yeah.
live the dream. You know,
Yeah.
whatever this and that. Just no other dudes. It was pretty basic as far as the rules
Yeah.
go.
And
So
they
that
were
was it.
they were and did they have anything for you that as a rule?
No, I had.
They said, "Well, okay, but you can't do this, you can't do."
No,
I don't know
I
why I
mean-
started talking in like Colombiana. Mira, tú no puedes hacer esto porque si no me toca, te voy a.
I'm getting flashbacks. I'm like, you know?
So pretty much you were the boss. You told them I'm the boss. You gotta follow the
Exactly.
rules.
Right.
And they like that.
Well, that's his rules. He's
I
bringing
mean,
them
I
here.
mean, it was basic, you know,
Yeah.
like just don't have any other dudes. I mean,
That's a pretty fair
Trade.
fair.
I mean, if you want to talk about rules on their side, I mean,
Yeah.
nothing was like forthcoming, if you will, but
Yeah.
but certainly they had their expectations
Right.
of what I would provide for them
Yeah.
and things like that.
right,
And that was all fine, you know. That was covered by me.
right, like I got a place, stay with me.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's your room.
I actually moved down from Sacramento. I was living up there.
Yeah.
And when they hit me up, they're like, we want to come to the U.S. I'm like, vamos, let's go, you know? So I got a house for all of us down in San Fernando Valley.
Oh,
Wow.
And
Back to the valley,
Yeah, back to the valley.
Yeah.
Exactly.
where it all started.
Where it all started. That's right.
Yeah.
So I got the house, and they came over, and it's like, we just dove into it. Let's go.
Yeah, and it sounded like you said, there's like that honeymoon period. Everything was happy,
Right.
So
right?
Wait.
Until it wasn't.
So the
obviously.
time you went out, have a dinner, did people saw you like awkward or
Bro.
or they saw you're like the god or the
That's a
way
good question. It's a good
or they
question.
saw you're like the pimp of them?
Exactly. the way that they dress too. I mean, like the shorts they would wear, their asses are just hanging out.
Uni
I mean,
shorts.
just everywhere we went. I mean, I kind of loved the attention. I'm not gonna lie, right? We just go to the grocery store and
People
everyone's staring like, like, what the?
Was it? Did you get the baby effect where other women were like
Jealousy?
Big time,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
Big
Yeah.
time.
Like, what does he do? What does he
Yeah.
do?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So did you cheat?
I'm not answering that question.
Hey, good try though.
No
Hey,
comment.
hey, it's a question.
Yeah.
Hey,
No comments.
Hey, I'm not judging.
We'd go out to, I mean, wherever, like I said, the grocery store, everywhere. People are just
Regular
Yeah.
things, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Right.
just he's going,
I'm sure every
going to
dude's-
Vons, going to going to Trader Joe's.
You never
Right.
told him like wear a little bit more cover versus.
Nah, I
No?
liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah. It was,
I mean, I
I mean,
think
if
that-
he's showing his trophies, why not? Right?
right.
In a
Truly,
way,
yeah.
I mean, if you want to think of it that way,
Right.
sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
Right.
gotta love your trophies. You polish them, you keep them
Polish.
clean.
You gonna
You
kill him?
know, I mean, the reason why you have them is to show them off.
All the show. That can be interpreted differently.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
so
they were
so-
in a relationship.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
They were happy.
We did talk about personalities, right?
How-
Do you
Yeah.
want to go
we
deep
did.
into that? Deeper into that or no?
I mean,
Well, I mean, you mentioned a story like how they were like just different. Culturally,
bro,
it was different.
Oh.
What a trip.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
answer the
no.
question.
So, I was gonna say to the cultural stuff.
Yeah.
You did have a story about sweeping a carpet, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I think you got a video clip. You got to show
Yeah.
it. I'll tell the
Do we have the
story.
clip? Do we have the clip?
We have the clip. We have the clip.
Nice. Show the clip.
So this is what you do when you don't understand what a vacuum is. Love. You muy perfect. The carpet is super clean.
Obvio.
Obvio, see?
Oh no!
Oh, I love it. How did? Okay, that right there.
Who was that one?
That was Andrea.
Andrea.
Yeah.
Eh,
So,
How did that come about? So what was that all about? Right there?
there was like, I should have started a YouTube channel. There was,
Yeah.
so culturally, right?
Yeah,
Cultural
culturally.
differences.
Yes.
I had no idea what I was getting into. I was just loco wedo,
Yeah.
like thinking, oh, I've got two hot chicks. This is great. But I had no idea what I was jumping into. Two Colombianas. I mean, that clip. Okay, so specifically, they didn't know what a vacuum was. So like they came from a super poor area
So
in
small
Colombia.
village. They were like a small village.
I don't
small-
think there's carpets in Medellin.
No, I think
It's
it's
mostly
how-
wooden floors. Yeah,
Wooden,
a lot of-
tile,
Yeah.
Right.
cement.
It's true. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, I remember this.
So I had a vacuum. They just didn't know what that
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
So that was on a Saturday. Typically they clean the house, on the weekends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so Andrea's sweeping the carpet, and I'm looking at her like, the fuck is she doing? Like,
So bad.
why?
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is a great opportunity for a video. So let's take advantage of this. So that was the video clip.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, I'm like, hey, check this out. It's really cool technology.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And they're both like,
Wow.
Imagine you were showing them the vacuum. They were freaked out.
Oh, sure, we'll get the Roomba. Get them a fucking Roomba.
Hold on. Do they know about
Hey, ¿cómo se
dishwashers?
llama la Roomba?
Rumba.
La Roomba?
Rumba.
Rumba?
they were tripped out on all kinds of fun stuff. Like showing them, they didn't know. Okay, so they celebrate Halloween, but very differently. Like and Christmas too. Like so everyone lives in apartments in
Yeah.
Bogota. I mean, primarily, right? So
Bogota.
Bogota.
Yeah.
So they don't do like what we do here.
Yeah.
How you decorate your houses like crazy.
Right.
They were tripped out. They're like, this is incredible,
Yeah.
So like Halloween night, I'm like, no, we pass out candy, and they're like, okay, we got that. And I'm like, but we should go out there, and like we'll go, to
Yeah.
the doors. They were tripped out. Finally, I'm like, no, let's just go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So of course the little one, she
Yeah.
was like, "This is the greatest
This is
thing
the greatest
ever."
thing
Yeah,
ever. I
Candy.
go to
put
people's
out
houses,
my
they give me
little pillow.
candy.
Yeah, and so it was fun to show them a lot of
Yeah.
like American culture and stuff.
Now, okay, so let's reverse it then. You said you lived over there for a few months.
Yeah.
How did you adjust? What was like the biggest adjustment you had to deal with living there.
Speaking Spanish.
You know, obviously not knowing the language.
Language, right?
Besides the language barrier,
Yeah.
which is huge.
Which is huge. Because over there, I mean, it's like, it's not like, okay, so here in the U.S., right, we have every culture, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's little cities, little Italy, little
Yeah.
China, you know, this and that. But over there, it's primarily Colombianos.
Right.
And so there's not a whole lot of cultural context.
Yeah.
It's all Spanish. But, nah, it was beautiful, bro. In fact, I want to move over there.
Yeah.
I'm considering it
Yeah.
possibly in May. But,
So
yeah,
it's,
no,
it's going to be the
incredible.
Tyler Villa.
Hey, he said we're invited.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
this happens.
Absolutely, bro.
He said we can have a podcast at his place.
Hey,
Absolutely.
who wants to see a podcast
In Colombia.
in Bogota?
Let's go.
I think that's the shit right
Yeah.
there.
Medellin, I
Medellin.
think is where I'm gonna settle down.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else we got, Bucky?
How do you feel about the whole experience? Oh no! Before we get to that, before we get to that, what were the monetary costs?
Monetary.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I covered all the bills. You know, I covered all living expenses. It was rent, cell phones,
Yeah.
dinners. I mean, just groceries,
Right.
normal day-to-day life. That was me.
That was here in U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, that was it. No other monetary.
I mean, just eat, live, breathe.
Right.
In poke.
That's it.
In poke. You forgot the poke.
Well, I
But
mean,
I
okay,
mean-
no, wait. That's not what he's covering.
That's rude.
It's like
But you got, I mean, you talk about, I mean, we went to, I took them to Disneyland.
Right.
That was one of
Ah.
their dreams. I mean, I got a
Yeah.
cabin up at Big Bear.
Right,
They
right.
saw the snow for the
So you
first
got-
time.
And I mean, that's
I
the.
took them to EDC in Las Vegas. I mean,
He did.
all the
He did.
clubs.
He did
I
show
mean,
us a little bit of that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we
you guys had a good
did a
time.
ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And that was all on my dime,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
But I think, I mean, most relationships, like the dudes usually pay for stuff. But,
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
Well, yes, but in your case, it's ×2 now,
Yeah, bro.
which is not.
easy.
Right.
One is hard enough for many of us.
Right.
We're talking about now. Okay, now multiply that by 2,
×2.
right?
Yeah.
And the little one and things
Right.
like that.
Regalos.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, Dios mío.
So yeah, it kind of adds up. But you were able to take care
Bro,
of
I was balling back then. So
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
my own company
Yeah.
and I was I had signed an IPO. My company was going public at
Yeah.
that time. I
Yeah.
was getting listed on Wall Street. I
that.
mean,
Right.
things were well.
Yeah.
I wasn't struggling
That
financially.
was before the COVID. Or
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things were going well financially.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of an issue for
We
me.
were, as we call, flush.
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 Yeah. So
Yeah.
it
So,
works.
so how do you feel about the experience? Would you do it again?
I mean, I chalk it up to like one day I'm going to be 80, 90 years old in some retirement home and I'm like, remember those damn Colombians? You know? And I'll never forget those memories.
Yeah.
You know, there was great times. There was obviously bad times. I mean, there's the reality of everything, right?
Right.
But
Right, because obviously like you mentioned, there was a honeymoon period, but that always ends. And then
that ends.
and then
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you pull it off as American girls have that kind of a relationship versus the outsiders?
No, bro. That opens up a whole nother
Yeah.
topic. I don't
Yeah.
even want to date American.
Yeah.
right.
I'd prefer to date
See,
overseas.
this is another
And
conversation.
this is
That's a
another
whole nother
conversation. That's another
conversation.
conversation,
Yeah.
which I believe we are gonna talk about because actually one of
it's-
our followers posted that.
Yeah.
What about
Talk about
Passport
Passport
Bros.
Bros?
Passport
Um,
bros.
And
It is a big thing right now on social media.
It
People
is.
are
Right.
talking about this.
And I think
That's sometimes I
if-
want to move over there. I want to be.
And if you
Passport
want to
Bro.
come back, if you want to come back on the show and discuss this topic, we would love to
Down.
have you back.
Yeah.
down.
Talk about Passport Bros because a lot of guys out there, are thinking about this
Yeah.
because the truth is the
don't
way it is here in the U.S.
They don't like the
The
independent
mentality
woman.
Right.
is been warped.
It's not mostly the independent part. It's more of the toxicity of how it became because it's
Right.
now.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm all for like women empowerment, but
oh
like,
yeah, 100%.
but once you go over the line and start degrading other people because
Yeah.
of that, that's just not.
When you get into 70% of marriages end in divorce,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
talk about what the female gets out of that. They get the kids,
yeah.
they get
Everything.
half your paycheck, they get everything, right?
Right.
So how is it advantageous for
Yeah,
a
right.
dude to
Give
even get
alimony.
married? A friend of mine brought this up actually today. We were talking. He was like, if 70% of planes crashed, would you be all super stoked about jumping on a plane and
No.
going somewhere?
No.
I mean,
Nope. Yeah.
no,
Doesn't
thank
sound
you.
like a real good idea to me.
I mean, if you're, that'd be kind of fun.
You got a parachute?
if you got any ideas, I parachute.
But see, that's the
off.
thing. No, you're not. By the way, you're not only going on the plane. They're putting fucking balls, chains on you.
make sure you're-
Right.
So
To make
yeah,
sure
they're
you're-
gonna tie you down in the chair
You're
when you're
locked.
on this plane.
You're straight
and there's a 70%
locked.
chance that it's gonna go down. You're not getting off.
Yeah.
Right. No.
And if you're getting off, you're not. And if you make it off, you're not gonna be 100% after.
Traumatized.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
I'm just saying.
But
Whole nother topic.
yeah, it's a whole other topic.
it's another
We'll
topic we're gonna
discuss
have.
it.
Right.
We'll discuss it.
This happened a few years ago, but now you're with somebody that you care about, right?
Yes. Another Colombiana.
Another Colombian.
Mi
See?
corazón is. I'll be honest. Yeah.
you love
there's-
them. You love them Colombians.
I do, bro. Yeah. No, I love Latinas, but just so happens.
Just happen to be.
Yeah, I
Colombian.
just kind of, got
Yeah.
into the culture.
Yeah.
But Colombian food, can I talk a little shit real fast?
Oh, okay. Sure.
No, you
Because
don't
I
like
mean,
it?
I love Colombian
I
food,
love
but
Colombian
it's
food.
very specific
I
with Colombian
mean,
food.
Dude, the plantains are amazing.
Plantains are cool, but like
It's the greasiness.
they just cooked like the same thing like every day. I got so bored of it.
No.
It was like every day, and you either just swapped out. It was either like a beef or a chicken, but then it's the arroz, the plantains. I mean, papas.
frijoles.
You know what you got to do? Hot sauce.
That's what I did, bro. Yeah. And they wouldn't listen. Like I would tell them all the time, like, amor, no quiero, I'm not hungry, right? You know.
They
But-
still do it.
They do. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no telling
No.
a Latina like you're not interested in their food. They're bringing you a plate,
Yeah.
No matter what.
regardless. But that was cool.
I mean, at least they kept you fed.
They did. They did. Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
I mean, I know we're gonna have that subject another time, but do you consider yourself a passport bro?
I think I want to be a passport bro. I guess I would consider myself. For the
Yeah.
amount of traveling that I've done,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that I fall under those guidelines. Yeah.
Mm.
For the I mean, shit. I was just in Mexico. I was in Mexico about a month and a half ago. Then I went to Colombia after that. Just got back. And then I'm planning on in May being gone for at least 3 months
That's
over
crazy.
there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would. That would.
I guess
Yeah,
That would
passport.
classify.
I guess I would
Passport.
classify.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people go
I
down
think-
south. Some people go far east.
Right.
Right. Some people go to
Yeah.
Central
All right. Well,
Europe.
anybody have final thoughts?
Um.
Would you consider yourself for two things? Would you consider yourself a passport bro, and would you ever be polyamorous?
You guys know
Again.
us or just sing?
No, he's looking at.
I wouldn't do it again.
No.
No.
Now I've been.
I mean, it was-
You're on the other side now.
It was so fantasy, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like anyone who like sees the girls and they're like, "Oh, bro, that would be epic," and this and that. But like, go
And of
live
course,
it.
it was it epic at times. With that, I mean, we don't need the details,
Obviously.
but was it epic at times?
Obviously, yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
of course.
But just like anything, it starts to lose its
But I mean,
luster,
yeah, let's
right?
talk real talk. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
there
what
you
it's
go.
That's the
about.
part
You
I said.
know?
The first year was amazing, right?
Right.
It's
I
in
mean,
the second year, it's turned a little bit to decline, right?
especially that first year, because that was all flying.
Yeah.
Like flying to Mexico.
It
We're
felt like
staying in these
time-
gorgeous places. It's incredible. We're only with each other for a week or two at a time. And then,
Yeah.
But then, yeah, you get into like
And then you're living in the
just
valley.
real world, and then you're in the valley. Yeah, you're back, San Bernardino Valley. So it's not. I mean, it's reality. So now you're
So-
dealing with two strong ass personalities, bro. And they used to come at me.
Yeah.
Watch out, you
Yeah.
know. Like I
You
had
mean
two of
one
them
is-
coming at
yeah.
me, and they're like they were teamed up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
All right.
I'm trying to like with a language barrier. I'm trying to like,
Defend yourself.
yeah. Dime.
Can you repeat that again?
No entiendo, amor. Lo siento, ciao.
No,
Bye
okay,
bye.
no, entiendo. Okay, bye.
So you rather, like, say you had.
There's
one-
no fighting them, by the way. You can't win that.
Yeah.
but-
No, that's
So
true.
you rather have them long distance versus having them in your house?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's
Yeah. No, like I mean, ultimately, my desire would be to have like one good girl, especially after this whole experience.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do the two again because it's difficult balancing,
Yeah.
right? And like showing favoritism, I
Right.
mean, that's a whole nother topic, and making sure that everyone feels loved equally.
Right.
And I truly did, like from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
So that was authentic.
right.
Um,
Oh, I remember I was going to ask this on the earlier question that I didn't ask. Now it just came up to my head. Was like, since you're with two people, was it like okay, I'm gonna spend some special time with you, and then I'll spend some special time with you, right? Like you have to like carve out like.
Now where she had a player behind her back.
I
No,
did.
it's not playing behind the back. It's
No.
It is.
or
no,
maybe.
No, I'm not playing behind the back. I mean,
No.
I was like, it was like out in the open, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I would spend quality time just
With
one-on-one.
one-on-one, right?
Yeah, and I would keep that. I'd keep that even.
Didn't you send one to the market and keep one in there?
No, I think that's what you're kind of missing
Yeah.
on this point, that it's consensual. So all three of them had this thing.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
know.
and
Right.
then you can have one with, and hey, we're gonna go hang out.
Right.
You're gonna go do your own thing, and then I'll hang out with you.
Yeah.
Right. It's never because you're making it sound like, okay, she's gone.
Go.
Go. Okay, let's go. No, like
No, it wasn't
that,
like that.
that's the problem. That's the social norm. That's what everyone thinks.
yeah,
about.
because that's what you're
Right.
thinking as.
I'm asking. I'm thinking. I'm asking.
Oh, well, that's what I'm
That's a
saying,
good
right?
question. No, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a good point, though.
But no, I mean, you keep everything on the up and up.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no secrets. I mean, actually, they had hella secrets between the two. You know, they were always scheming and plotting. But
This game turned to Game of Thrones.
right, Game of Thrones. But no, yeah. So yes, I would have some one-on-one.
Yeah.
Right.
And some 2-on-1s.
It was funny, man. Like we'd go out really anywhere,
Yeah.
you know, or especially like a club or something like that. And I've got both of them with me, and inevitably some dude
Yeah.
comes up because they're assuming, well, this fool ain't with both of them,
Right.
you know. So
Yeah.
it's funny because like the approach was always the same. A guy comes up and he tries to make it cool
So
with
you
me.
is your friend with
Exactly. So hey, bro, like which one are you with? You know?
Yeah.
I'm like both.
They were like
What?
open mouth.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, sorry, homie. Yeah.
He's like,
That's all.
You're a
me.
bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Damn. That was
Nice.
fun.
There you go.
There were some fun little things like that.
Well, thanks for the insight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the show with us tonight. I mean, that's why we're asking these questions,
Yeah.
because we kind of want to know, like, yeah, because we all have this fantasy of like, oh,
We
yeah,
never
be
had
like
that.
this,
Not yet.
right? And you lived it, and yeah, it wasn't all roses.
It wasn't all roses. Yeah. No.
But like you said, you have those BPEG photos of when you're old and you're little.
when I'm
you're all
90
like-
in that retirement home, I'll
Yeah.
be like, I remember those Columbia days.
Yeah. Anything else, Bucky?
Oh, that's it.
All right. Well, you know what? Like, subscribe, follow, comment. If you like anything that we talked about today, please let us know.
Do we have any socials for
Any
Mr.
socials for you, or do you want to share?
Motivated one. Yeah, sure. Hit me up.
Motivated _1, isn't
Underscore one. Thank
it?
you.
Motivated
Yeah.
_1 Tyler Rossesso right here. Yeah, and that's it.
All right.
Uh,
We out.
Peace
Good
out.
night.